In this demonstration, I'm going to start building a template for Bootstrap, a Bootstrap template that we will be using for future development for demonstrating future components of Bootstrap. So I've got opened up on the left side of your screen an HTML document that's opened in Notepad++. And to the right of that is Chrome rendering the document on the left. Now let's start with the doc type. And at line 1, I've left it blank, but I want to include now the doc type for this particular document, for this template. And I'm doing that because Bootstrap, even though Bootstrap will render your document, if we don't include that doc type, we may get a document that is rendered with incomplete styling. In fact, the page itself may look kind of weird. Also, Bootstrap is a mobile-first kind of development tool. And what that means is that the code we write should be optimized for mobile devices at the get-go, at the beginning of development. And then we can then rework that code. We can retweak the code, perhaps using things like CSS media queries for larger and larger screens. So to comply with things like touch and zooming and scaling for all devices, we're going to include a meta tag directive on line 5. And again, we can just copy and paste from the Get Bootstrap website. So let's include that now on line 5. So the name is viewport. And the content, again, I'm just copying it and pasting it from the Get Bootstrap website, getbootstrap.com website. And on line 6, even though, again, this is not necessary in particular for Bootstrap, I'm going to include the charset UTF-8 directive to ensure that the characters on this page can accommodate international standards. Now, on lines 7 and 8, I went ahead and I included the Bootstrap library. So that library, remember, is made up of 2 files. There's a CSS file and a JavaScript file. But remember, these 2 files by themselves, even though they give us a lot of functionality, they do depend on jQuery and another file called popper.js. So let's include that here as well. So between lines 6 and 7, between 7 and 8, I'm going to include jQuery there. It has to be placed before the Bootstrap JavaScript file. And Popper will also be included here before the Bootstrap JavaScript file.